This is Brexit's fault. VDL leads charge as EU launches ferocious attack against UK. European Union leaders have risked sparking further tensions in Northern Ireland after rejecting British attempts to de-escalate the row over the Brexit divorce deal. Brussels boss Ursula von der Leyen blamed Boris Johnson's pursuit of a hard Brexit for the recent uncertainty in the region and insisted it was not the fault of the post-divorce border arrangements. She told a news conference late last night, "There should be no doubt that there is no alternative to the full and correct implementation of the protocol. And I think it is important to reiterate that the protocol is the only possible solution to ensure peace and stability in Northern Ireland while protecting the integrity of the European Union's single market. If we see problems today, we should not forget that they do not come from the protocol, but they result from Brexit. That is the reason why the problems are there. Now, it's our common duty with the United Kingdom to do whatever we can to reduce tensions in Northern Ireland, and that is why we are exploring practical solutions to help to minimize the disruptions to the everyday life in Northern Ireland." Both sides are in talks to ease tensions in Northern Ireland after a recent spate of rioting rocked the region. Brexit Minister Lord Frost has called for the protocol, designed to avoid a hard border, to be implemented in a balanced way. He has warned the trade arrangements, which include customs controls between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK, are undermining the peace agreement. Downing Street has urged Brussels to be pragmatic, but insiders fear the bloc's bureaucratic nature if preventing a compromise. But EU leaders have snubbed calls for the Northern Ireland Protocol to be watered down. They held discussions over the bloc's UK relationship for the first time last night, since the post-Brexit trade agreement was concluded in December. Mrs. von der Leyen added, "The beginnings are not easy, tensions are being felt around the access, for example, of EU fishing boats, or tensions are without any doubt there around the implementation of the Protocol of Northern Ireland." Brussels sees the post-Brexit border arrangements as a measure to protect the bloc's single market, as well as maintaining peace and stability on the island of Ireland. But Whitehall officials fear EU bureaucracy is holding back progress from being made ahead of the summer marching season. They complain the EU is enforcing checks on goods moving from Britain to Northern Ireland too strictly, creating huge risks to traditional supply chains that could see supermarket shelves run empty. But EU leaders continue to refuse to back down in the row, claiming if the customs controls aren't enforced, then goods can enter the bloc's single market without abiding by its standards. In a joint statement, they said, "Relations with the UK should remain mutually beneficial, and can under no circumstances undermine the integrity of the EU's single market, customs union, or the EU's decision-making autonomy." Last week, Lord Frost told the Commons European Scrutiny Committee that Britain wouldn't bow to EU pressure to follow Brussels rules to solve the issue. He said, "Obviously, from the EU's point of view, the easiest solution to any border problem is that we should just operate the same rules and laws as they do. That solves the problem, but obviously that doesn't work for us, and that isn't going to be the solution. That was obviously one of the big problems with the original backstop and everything that went with it, so we're not going back there."